This is a video I've been meaning to do for a long time. Those of you who have been with the channel for a while will know that I have a lot of Makita tools, a lot of which are reviewed on this channel. And in this video we're just going to have a look at my favourite top 5 Makita 18V LXT tools. Your favourite Makita 18V tools may be different to mine. Feel free to put your favourites down in the comments. And the tools I look at today will have links down in the description and up in this top corner potentially. So if you want more information, check those out. This is a question I get asked all the time, so here we go, let's count them down. Number 5. The DHS680. This is a staple for many Makita owners around the world now. It is a brushless 165mm circular saw. It's a great wee tool. Comes with a rafter hook. Has a fairly good base on it. It's magnesium. Comes with the option of adding a track guide to it to put it on a track like a plunge saw. It has had issues with a wobbly base. This is easily fixed with adjustments to this area here. I'll put a link up the top for that. And I've had people ask about the degrees not being right here. We've been a couple of degrees off, sometimes not getting quite a square cut. If you adjust this grub screw underneath, you can sort that out. It ramps up the torque when you need it. It works great with a Makita Effie cut blade. And yeah, great little tool. Some people may have expected this to be higher up on the list, but it's my list, and it is only a circular saw after all. It's nothing all that fancy, but it's great having these little 18V saws. They're nice and small and light. You can use them high up in places and very easy to use and handy, and yeah, great little tool. Number 4. Next up, another circular saw, but this time a metal cutting circular saw. Designed to cut steel, this puppy. These are great when you want to cut a long straight line through a piece of sheet metal. Much easier to do it than with an angle grinder, plus much safer, much more accurate. You don't get the burrs and stuff you do with an angle grinder. You don't get the heating up problems, changing of colors, all those sorts of things. This is the first one that Makita released. They have released, I believe, another 3, maybe 4 since this one. And they're great tools. The new ones are fantastic. You can cut through 10mm plate steel with it. They're just great. And they come with an Effie cut blade, then you can just, real good. I plan to get one soon, and we'll do a comparison with this old brushed model. So this one is the DecS550 136mm metal cutting circular saw. Number 3. This one is a late addition to the 18V lineup, the DUC254 battery top handle chainsaw. The great thing about this top handle is you only need one hand. It's so light, this tool. When I first tried this at the Makita shows, I wasn't very impressed, but they were trying to cut through large, dry old tantalized posts, and they were doing the tool a bit of a disservice with that, I think. This is great for around the garden. You can just chop up one-handed, boom, 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 pruning trees and stuff. Great to just hold your timber, whack, whack, whack. As long as you hold your hand on the top trigger there like that, it won't cut out on you, so you can just keep doing that. You know, whenever you're ready, just boom, boom, boom. You don't have to keep pushing the button. So it's great. It does have a higher torque mode, which I don't feel is all that good, but so I don't really use it. But yeah, great tool. I'm loving it more and more all the time. Great for just whipping up a little bit of firewood, and super good for pruning because you can prune up high, climb around with it. Super light, super good. Number 2. Not quite making it into the top spot is the brushless router. The palm router, the DRT50. This is a cracker of a tool. This almost made it to number 1. I have loved this ever since I got it. I use it all the time. Pretty much everything I make now involves this tool in some way or another. You know, it's just to round over the edges to tidy things up. It is a great little tool. It's got plenty of power. I feel the batteries last a decent length of time. You can buy a lot of accessories for it. Plunge base, a tilt base, a off-center base. It's, yeah, a very handy, very cool little tool. More info up in the top corner up here. Great tool. I would not be without one now. And without further ado, we're going to go to number 1. Number 1. Oh, no. Number 1. It won't come as a surprise to many of you that I like Makita impact drivers. So this is the TD171D, the Japanese version. Other parts of the world it is the DTD171 or the XDT16. This is a 4-stage, 8-mode impact driver, brushless, obviously in authentic Makita purple from Japan. I love this thing. I use it all the time. I love how small it is. I love how powerful it is. You can get into so many tight spaces with it. It's made it to number 1 because I probably use it more than any other Makita tool, with the exception of my miter saw. But these are just so good for so many different things. You can drill with it, you can screw with it, you can do sockets with it, you can do anything you want with it almost. And being so small, it's just super handy. Nice and light to have on your belt. It's great. I love it. That's my top 5. What's your top 5? Put them down below. I'll give a few honourable mentions here now, just at the end. Honourable mentions. The new brushless planer is a kick-ass beast. This fan, I love this fan. It's been super handy. It's great not just for hot weather, but also for keeping fumes out of your face, keeping dust out of your face, that sort of thing. Smoke, anything that's annoying you, you want to breathe easy, stick this right next to you while you're working. Fantastic little tool. Saves having to wear a mask sometimes. And of course the orbital sander, which I've absolutely thrashed, and yeah, the dust port part of it's not very good anymore, but as for a sander, it's a shit hot little unit, and I have done many a meter with that. I'd also like to give this an honourable mention, but it's 36 volts, so I think we'll do that in another video. So thanks for watching, guys. If you love Makita reviews, check out my channel, check out my other reviews, check out my other channel up in the top corner, and I will see you on the next one, which may be the top 5 36 volt tools, or 18x2 tools. There'll be links with more information to all these tools down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Might be a Makita one.